Good evening, everybody. This is Julie Husbands of AuthenticHer and extension, a coaching arm of Kingdom Citizens Network. Listen, good evening. AuthenticHer is here and it's back. We apologize for our tardiness. We had some difficulties and some things, but we are here. So we hope that you will tune in tonight, even on the replay, and grab a hold of what is for you. Tonight, we are going to be talking about so you want to get married. So you want to get married. Are you the helper? Are you the one, or are you the one that harms? Are you the helper? Are you the one that harms? And joining me tonight is my sister friend, one of my ride and lives. Oh my goodness, we go back. Way we've been moving and shaking together for a lot of years, and it is a great pleasure to have you. Welcome, Pastor Dolavera. You know I always call you V.
Pastor V.
Welcome, Pastor V. And those that are here, tune in. Let us know where you're tuning in from. I see a few of you coming on. Thank you for bearing with us. Tune in. Put in the chat where you are tuning in from. Hashtag LA, hashtag Philly, hashtag Wilmington, Delaware, wherever you are. Let us know where you are tonight. Again, Authentic Her is back. Woo! Authentic Her Fridays is back. Tonight is our first night back. We are resuming every Friday evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Authentic Her Lives, real conversations in real time. So we're streaming here on my Facebook page and also on YouTube. So you know where to go. Just put my name in. I don't remember it's at Julie Husbands 3223. At Julie Husbands 3223. I believe that's what it is on YouTube. But let's jump in. We're talking about so you want to get married. So you want to get married.
Yes.
Are you the helper or are you the one that hurts? What does that mean? What does that mean? You might ask, ladies. This is for singles by singles, right? What does that mean? That means, are you in a position right now where you say that you want to be married, that you're believing God for your destiny mate, your purpose mate, as we call them, our helper suitable. We are the helper suitable, but that one that we are waiting, we have been fasting for, praying for, and talking to the Lord about, and asking Him to prepare us, prepare our hearts, prepare our souls, prepare our everything for this person, to meet this person and prayerfully walk down the aisle and become one. While you are preparing, here's my question that we're going to jump into tonight. While you are preparing, are you a helper suitable? The Bible calls it a helpmeet. Are you a helper suitable? Meaning that you are tailor made for that man that you are believing for, that husband that you are believing for. Are you tailor made for them? So, sis, do you have another definition for helper suitable for the women that are coming on tonight so that they are clear what we are talking about?
If I want to go gangster, I'll say Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde. Okay.
Say Bonnie and Clyde, and I'll say oneness, right? Because when you are definitely a person that helps and assists a man in a marriage, you are actually there to be an asset and not a liability. You can no longer think of oneness, but you, in terms of singleness, you have to think of oneness as the two becoming one in thought, deed. If there's a problem, you're there to help him solve it, not to cause chaos. Mm-hmm.
I love that. Did you all hear that? Not to cause chaos. Meaning, what does that mean? That means a lot of things. That means, are you going to be competing with him? Are you going to be competing with him? Oh, so because he goes to get a doctorate, are you going to go get one too? Or you're going to tell him not to go get the doctorate or further his education or whatever it is that he put his hands to? Are you going to support or are you going to block? Are you going to support? Or are you going to block? So, and that comes in so many different ways. That comes in so many different ways. It's not just with ministry, it could be in business, it could be in your relationship. That covenant that you have, that covenant that you're building. And I want to say that please don't step into it. Please don't step into it if you are unprepared, you are not ready, you are unhealed. Because if you are unhealed, it's not gonna go well. It's not going to go well if you are unhealed. So there's some things, there's some applications, there's some things that you need to do. You need to sit before the Lord, number one, and discuss your single season. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Discuss your single season.
Yeah.
So we were talking about this earlier today. Have
Mm-hmm.
we gotten to the place in our singleness, in our relationship with the Father? We talked about the vine. Are we attached to the vine? Are we connected to the vine? Meaning Jesus, right? He says, I am the vine, John 51. I am the true vine. That means there's no other one that's the vine. I am the true vine, and my Father is the vine dresser. Okay. So are you
Mm-hmm.
connected? Have you given? Have you surrendered your single season to Jesus? Have you said, you know what? I've tried it my way. I've gone down the street and around the corner and created chaos. I have I have done things, said things, been places with people I shouldn't have been with, spoken to, whatever, and created chaos in my single season. But now, Father, before this man comes, and it's not just about preparing for the man, it's getting in a place where you have positioned yourself, where you have positioned yourself to be whole. You have worked on you, is what I'm saying. You have worked on you, YOU, not anybody else. You have worked on your mind, you have worked on your heart, you have worked on your money. If you want to go to school, you went to school. You have learned how to love you. What say ye?
Well, I'm glad that you laid that foundation, but let's kind of go back because our conversations, I always say that when we have like an outline in the beginning, we have a lot of information to share. So you and I was discussing the long laundry list that women sometimes have that they are seeking in a man. And I recall us both saying that it's amazing how women can have a list of, I want a man that's 6 foot, 2, or because you discussed that earlier, right? But the problem is sometimes we don't look at ourselves and say, what do we bring to the table that's really reasonable, right? Because we can be reaching too far out there and we have not had that evolvement ourselves. We haven't gotten to the place where if something happens to that man as far as his financial piece, will you be able to pick up the slack? All right. Because that goes back to being a helpmeet, right? Not a slave, not someone that's subservient, because we have gotten so far from the biblical principles of what being submission or submissive looks like. It's
Mm-hmm.
not about being a doormat. It's
No.
about, can you carry the load, or can you come and help me build, not
Yes.
tear down? That's pretty much what we were discussing earlier. If we want to get down to the get down, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Ladies, we have to be reasonable. And if you do have any questions, or the way that your thought process is as it relates to what you're looking for, make sure you put them in the chat. Back to
Yes,
you,
please.
sis.
Yes, please. Make sure you put them in the chat as I shared earlier. As you come in, you can say where you're from. If you have a question or a comment, drop it in the chat. We want to know what you're thinking. We want to know what's on your heart. This is strictly for single women, for singles, by singles. Okay. I want to jump back to that what was that? I want to jump back to that part where we were talking about the gentleman. We're looking for a lot of women are looking for the 6'5" brother. Okay. He got to be 6'5.
Woo!
He has to be making six figures a year. And I just want to let the women of God know, because let me parenthetically insert this so that we all are on the same page. I am talking to women that say you are God's best idea. You are God's daughter. I am not talking to the ladies that are not in Jesus. They have a different understanding. They have a different thing. We have standards because God has standards. So, ladies, if you are looking for that 6'5" brother making six figures a year, I want to let you know about percentages. 1% of those people, of those brothers, are around. 1%. And the next thing is, are you in the vicinity of that 1% to be seen?
Mm-hmm.
Number one. That's number two. And number three, are you in a place to reciprocate what you are looking for? You want him to make six figures. What are you bringing to the table? As Pastor V said earlier, what are you bringing?
That's right.
What are you bringing?
Mm-hmm.
What is your language looking like?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know how to handle? You are welcome to be here, Brenda Esau Howard. Of
Oh,
course.
hi, Brenda. How you doing?
Of course. You might have a daughter or a niece or someone that you might can relay this to, or tag them to come on and hang out with us. It's
Yeah.
all right. You're more than welcome. We have to be able to reciprocate what we are looking for, ladies.
Mm-hmm. That's
We
right.
want him to have A through Z. Are we bringing some of that A through Z to the table?
Right.
Where's the practicality? Where's the understanding that this is not one-sided? It's
Mm-hmm.
not supposed to be one-sided. It's not supposed to be, I want the man to be, I want the man to do. What are you going to be? Come. What are
Mm-hmm.
you becoming
Right.
while you wait? While you
Exactly.
prepare and while you pray and ask God to present, because he doesn't choose, to present this brother to you.
Yeah. I think it's a delusion sometimes that women think of if you've never been married before, because we talked about it earlier, how there is that two-sided coin. There's the women who have never been married before, and what their vision of for their marriage. Then you have the other side of the coin where I've been married, and my favorite phrase is, I have two Super Bowl rings to prove it. So I understand about the different things that come along with marriage. And the major thing is called sacrifice.
Come on.
Sacrifice, when you get married, it's not just we're going to wrestle in the bedroom all the time. You have to do things outside of that. You
Mm-hmm.
have to
Mm-hmm.
be partnership in finances, relationships. If you had children, right?
Mm-hmm.
children come into it. We talked about this earlier. Even just in-laws and all of the things that could change the dynamic of your marriage. Because, when you get married, it says for better or for worse.
It does.
Right? Richer or poor.
In
Richer
sickness
or
and in
poor.
health.
In sickness and in health.
Yes.
All of that goes out the window because what did you say earlier? It's only how long is it for the wedding? It's just
it's
short
15,
little.
It's 15 minutes.
15 minutes in a lifetime to go.
It's a 15-minute ceremony, depending on the pastor or preacher or whoever it is. It's so listen, we talked about this today and we have to say it. Sis, hear our hearts. Plan for the wedding, not the wedding day. Plan for the wedding, not the wedding day. Do not spend all your money on a wedding day for a ceremony that's going to last 15 minutes.
Marriage.
And a reception that the people are going to come and eat all the food and dance away. And if they don't like the food, they'll talk about you and the food. And if you don't look good in your dress, they go talk about you in your dress. Then they're going to talk about you and the venue. If they don't like the venue, yes, I'm going there. And you're going to say how the chairs were raggedy. Come on, somebody.
Yes.
We talking real conversations in real time. Because we need to stop wasting time coming to the table with all of these conditions. We want to be married, but we have all these conditions. We have a whole bunch of conditions. But when you get into, because really and truly, me personally, I believe that the marriage starts as soon. Hi, Ivy, welcome. I believe that the marriage starts as soon as you get on that plane to go on that good honeymoon. And if your honeymoon is a staycation, it begins. It begins.
It begins.
It begins. It is not after you come back from the honeymoon. It is while you are on the plane.
Yes.
Huh? It is while you are on the plane. It is while you are in that good car asking him why he driving so fast. Hi, Tiandra. Welcome.
I tell you, that's amazing. You're so right. As you're talking about the quick getaway after the ceremony, the dancing, the celebration, as you said earlier, people plan so much and they put so much time, money. They go back and forth with the caterer, whoever, trying to make sure everything is picture perfect. And they don't even spend enough time in counseling. Can I say it again?
Say it again.
And some of them never get counseling prior to getting married.
Yeah.
Which causes more calamity. And the main thing I hear as a pastor who counsels, the first thing comes out their mouth when you're coming in, because now all hell has broke loose, right? After a couple of years of marriage, or maybe even 6 months. And the first thing I always hear, this is I think a staple or a phrase that everybody can hear as a Christian counselor, even a secular counselor hears this. It was good in the beginning. Well, how was, because, my opening statement is, so, how did you two meet and how were things? Well, it was good in the beginning. Yeah, because the smoke and mirrors were there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? The smoke and mirrors were there. You didn't really ask the right questions when you were dating. You did not really meet their family. Some do and some don't. Now I'm talking to those who are thinking of, hey, I want to get married. But I'm telling you from the perspective of a person who has been married and also have counseled people who now, they used to say girls going wild. No, marriage has gone wild. Okay. Yeah. And now it's like turbulence. And one is trying to save the marriage. And then the other one is just there because they're sick and tired of them, but that's their last ditch. Is now you want to come to counseling after, but you should have did it prior to. So you would
Yes.
know, in other words, what are the expectations from
Mhm.
each party? What are the bags that you can carry? Because everyone comes with bags. We talked about that. But you have
Yeah.
to weigh it out and say, do I want to deal with this person? Do I want to marry this person that has maybe a 2-year old? I don't have any children yet. I love him from I would say the phase that you think your love is at, because love changes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have to look at all of those things. But can I tell you, it's sad to say people are more focused on, and I'll turn this back to you, more they're on the lust train more than being on the love train, the agape love. What say ye?
I'm just gonna go on and type it in the comments. Samira or Ivy, put it in the comments. The lust train versus the what train?
The love train.
The
The
love train.
agape. Yeah.
The lust train
Mhm.
versus the agape train, the love train.
Because
Because
agape means you could stand through time. Go ahead, sis. Take it
yes,
away. You
you
got this.
you can stand through time. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. What this is the question I am going to ask the audience. And I'm going to continue land comments what you think the answer is. What helps a married couple to stand the test of time? What helps a married couple to stand the test of time? Because number one, I'm gonna tell you what my perspective is. Number one, it's not just that, it's the fact that number one,
Mm-hmm.
the person that you marry at, I'm gonna use our age. Well, no, I'm gonna back up a little bit. At
Mm-hmm.
40, 35, 40, it's
Okay.
not the person you marry at 50 that you're married to at 57.
Right.
It goes both ways.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting older, things are occurring, and this is when the friendship, that's what helps the relationship to withstand the test of time.
Mm-hmm.
When you are not liking each other in year 7, in year 7 he's looking at you and you were looking at him, and y'all are wondering what had happened.
Mm-hmm.
But then you made a decision. You made a decision. You made in the decision when you were dating, and you
Mm-hmm.
had all of these conversations. Remember, we shared earlier today that we were talking about how you and that person should be talking.
Mm-hmm.
Dating is for discovery. If you have moved from discovery to exclusivity, there should be a lot of this. Not sex on the table. There should be an extreme amount of talking,
Mm-hmm.
delving in. If you're exclusive, you should be between month number 5, 3 to 5 months. You in there. You need to start talking about some things. And what are those things? How do you handle conflict? How do you handle money? Because if this person, because exclusivity isn't chosen by the woman, it's chosen by the man. He decides if he decides if he wants to go to the next level. You
Mm-hmm.
don't get to choose that. He chooses that. Now, if you agree, because we have to have some agreement,
Yes.
we have to have some agreement.
Yes.
If you agree, then you move forward. But then there has to be some conversations, and
Mm-hmm.
there has to be a friendship built.
Yes.
You got to build it.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, the person you marry initially isn't the person at year 7.
No. No.
Lives, things happen, things change.
Yeah.
You have to talk about, do you still have your parents or one of your parents? Are you taking care of your grandmother? Are
Mm-hmm.
you, you know, is she in a care facility, or is she going to need to come live with us?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have children? Do your children have their own places? Are
Mm-hmm.
they going to need to come live with us, or one? Whatever the case may be.
Right.
But
Mm-hmm.
life is moving. The marriage is also moving, but you have to keep choosing each other every single day. If
Yes.
you have connected to this man, and this man has connected to you, and he says, and you say that you all are in it for the long haul, come what may, sickness and health, job or no job, house or apartment, car or no car, we are choosing each other every single day.
Yes.
It Somebody say work.
It's work. It's work for real because you have to, and I'll tell you this from experience. A lot of the things that you stated that will keep a relationship together, that can only happen if you really are sold out to God. We talked about this earlier. The thing that made the difference in my relationship and why I stayed in it so long is because of my foundation with God. If God had not been the center, child, my marriage was over after the first year. You hear me? You hear me? But because of my commitment to God first, I was able to be committed to the end.
Mm-hmm.
And then how it ended, it was a blessing.
Mm.
Some may say, how could it be a blessing getting divorced? Because within that time frame, when it ended, that person looked me in my face and said, I could never say that you weren't a good wife.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was for me, I would call it a Jesus wink from God because he allowed me to see that because of my posture to stand as a wife and be faithful, loving when I wanted to punch him in the face, I still passed the test because he said what he said. And then I saw that all that the Lord told me to do, it was worth it in the end
Mm-hmm.
because my witness stayed intact. That makes sense?
Ah, yes.
Because women, we always want all of these things, but I have to tell the truth. If this is going to be real conversation, it's
It's
going to be
real.
real
Tell the truth.
conversation.
Tell the truth. That's why we're here.
You cannot be in a delusional state because you have letting your lust get the best of you. And you must have some of the women, they will forsake their commitment and sometimes get into situationships, marry this man, right? And now the marriage is tainted because everything was done backwards,
Yeah.
right? It was
Yeah.
done backwards. And women get furious when why isn't it working? Because you didn't hold on to your standards. You did not keep your commitment to God. You did not stay close to the vine. You were not on the vine, honey. You was hanging on to the side for your dear life. You know how a branch get cut off? Child, you wasn't even on the branch, okay? You was just a little piece about to drop when the winter came. Come on, let's tell the truth. Now, you know, if you call me to be a part of anything you do, we'll talk real talk, okay?
Real talk. Real talk. That's what I expect.
So let us help the peoples out there. Let us help the single women because I am now, and I always revert back to those times. People may say, well, why do you always revert? Because I have a reference of
Yes.
what not to do. Come on now.
Yes. Come
What
on.
not to do.
What
Don't
not to
date in
do.
secret. Don't date in secret. I've done that a couple of times. And honey, it like to took me out. Okay.
Listen. 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 This is for somebody. Y'all real quiet on this Presbyterian Facebook Live, but it's okay. It's real talk, real conversations in real time, because we are living in a time that is serious. We are not in listen, we're not here for the shafoolery. No shafoolery, no games. Okay. We cannot play around. If you are dating somebody, you have met someone, and you have decided you're getting to know. That goes on for about 3 months. And nobody that is close to you knows that you're dating this person. You're hiding. Why are you hiding? What's there to hide? Because you should have a team of people. A team could be 2 or it can be 10, whatever number you want it to be. You need to have a team of advisors so that when this person comes into your space, into your world, occupies your space, occupies your time, you are spending time with him. He is spending time with you. Y'all are going out to eat. You're playing golf, mini golf. You're getting on boats and trains and things, right? Yeah. Somebody should be able to say, bring this man to me. If you do not have, I forget the word that I actually call them. It'll come to me later. If you do not have people in your life that you can trust, that can see, not just with the natural eye, that can see in the spirit, that hears God, that they can see. They need to tell you. They to you to tell you what they see.
Yes. Yes. Accountability.
And I'm gonna go here, since this is real conversations in real time. Real conversations in real time. I'm gonna go here. By the time you have invested some time and you have crossed the line that you're not supposed to cross, you have entered into a place. This is for somebody that needs it. If this is you, this is not judgment. This is us telling you how you need to navigate this. What happens when you cross the line? When you cross the line and you are now intimate with this person, by the time you decide that it's now time for your people to meet him, it's not going to matter what they say to you about what they see, because you are now invested. You cannot wait until you are invested for people to see who you are with. Somebody put it in the comments.
Yes, that's true. Ooh,
You cannot wait until you have invested time and your physical body to then introduce him to your people. Your best friend should know who you're dating. From the first date, they should know who you're going out with, where y'all going. They should know when you arrive back home. I heard somebody saying, I hear it. They're like, what? I'm grown. Are you also grown when you're calling Pastor Vera and me and other coaches and you have to sit with your therapist because it falls apart after 4 weeks?
Ooh, I have something to say about that. You were so correct to have people that you can be accountable to. But I will say this, because this was an experience that I had, right? So we talking real conversations.
Real conversations.
There are moments when a person, and we said this earlier, I'm saying that a lot because it's like we're just revisiting some things. But when you have friends, I'm talking about people that really they have your best interests at heart. Because I had an incident where the person was a friend, a young lady, supposed to be a sister friend, but I felt more that it was a place of coming from jealousy. Sometimes people can be jealous.
Hmm.
So you have to be careful and have a God-fearing woman who really wants to see you win in life. See, I'm
Mhm.
learning that it's so many things we got to look out for nowadays. And
Yes.
you need
Yes.
to have accountability, but you have to be intentional about who that could be, because
Mhm.
sometimes
Mhm.
people are jealous of the fact that now you are maybe in a place where you could be a potential wife and they're
Yeah.
still single, and they may miss that side of you. Now, this is kind of weird, but I feel like I need to put that out there too, because sometimes people are jealous, like, I don't know why you with him. I've had that happen.
Mm.
Oh, and then when it doesn't work out, I knew he wasn't for you, because they didn't want it to be. But
So
that's a
sad.
whole other story.
So
But go ahead.
sad. It is so sad because, well, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. You know how me and you do, girl.
I'm not going to say that. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what they're talking about in the singles ministries, ladies that are watching this and those that will watch on the replay.
Yes.
Um, I don't know what they're talking about. All I know is that in this climate that we are living in, that we're a part of, we
Mm-hmm.
cannot, as single women that serve God, that have given our hearts to him. Now hear me, we are not talking about perfection here. We will not be perfect on
That's right.
this side of heaven. Until we are in our glorified bodies, we are imperfect people serving a perfect God.
Amen.
However, there's still a standard. Holiness is still right. And
Yes.
holiness has nothing to do with your clothes.
Ooh, ouch. That part.
Holiness has nothing to do with how long your skirt is
Come
and
on.
if buttoned up here. Because let me help the people. Let me help the people. Men are visual. It's not going to matter if you were tied up to your ears or if your dress is short.
Well,
Not
it's
for the
well.
brethren. No. They are extremely visual and they can see what they want to see. Okay? We're talking
Mhm.
about having a standard for yourself.
That part.
For yourself. Like what you like,
Mm-hmm.
but make it a standard for yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that when you are approached, they're not looking at you like you a piece of meat. And no, we are not restaurant doors where you go from the floor where the dining area is to the kitchen where the door swings back and forth. No, we're not doing that either. We're not hotel rooms. We are not leasing. We're not trying out. Real
Mm.
conversations in
Oh,
real
yeah.
time.
Exactly.
This is not time for us to beat around the bush. We are not here to judge people. We're here to bring real information
Mm-hmm.
because we're coaching people that are going through things.
Mm-hmm.
Some women are dating and they are not free from the trauma that carried for years. Some men are doing the same.
Exactly.
So, with a
Mm-hmm.
little bit of time we have left, I'm going to say this. Get the help that you need. Get the help that you need. Both women and men. We know when we need help.
Yes.
We might camouflage it. We will dress it up. We
Mm-hmm.
will degree it. We will go and get some more letters after our name. We will buy the car. We will buy the house. Right? but the thing is still sitting on you. It is
Yeah.
still sitting in your soul. Get the help that you need. If you know that you are in a vulnerable place,
Mhm.
do not date.
Yes.
Just because you're alone, it doesn't mean that you're lonely. But if you are
Yes.
lonely, own it. Call somebody. Call
That's
one of your
right.
sisters.
That's right.
Call one of your sisters and say, listen, I need you to come. I need you to come. If they live close, I need you to come to my house, or I need somebody on the phone with me so I can talk through this. Don't walk it out by yourself. We're not here to be alone. We're not
Yes.
here to walk things out, walk this life out by ourselves. God never, ever, 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 I repeat, God never, ever, ever said that we need to figure it out all by ourselves. He never said it. He never said it. Now, I wanted to jump over real quick to those who might watch this on the replay or who might be on, who are now in a place, because I saw a post today where a woman said, I am 50 something. I think she was 52. Am
Uh-huh.
I too old to be married? No,
What? My God.
no, no, and no. You are not too old. You just have to decide what you want. Be decided. Be decided. Make sure, make sure that your heart is prepared, because marriage is not for the faint of heart. And the one thing that I want to add there is, you don't want to be the person that is jumping into a marriage or into a relationship just to have somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I just leave that there. So I want to talk about this real quick. I want to talk about the woman who whose husband has transitioned,
Mm.
and, well, not the woman, I'm going to say sister, the sister whose husband has transitioned, gone on to be with the Lord, or the sister who is divorced, and they're now having to reposition themselves in their thinking, in their movement, in their understanding. What does this mean for me? So, can you please talk about repositioning, and how did you reposition yourself? This is for those that need right now. They are going through a divorce or have been divorced.
This is so ironic because as you were speaking, I had wrote the word position yourself and
Mm,
decision. I was writing as you were talking. Becoming a widow or going through a divorce, it is the most excruciating pain that a person can go through and come out sane. What I
mm,
mean by that is, if talking about the widow, some women have been had the privilege of having an awesome man in their life. And now that that person's no longer here, they are going through grief and sometimes still in disbelief that it has happened. When that gets to a place of sadness, depression, isolation, because people do isolate for the fear of not wanting others to see just how hurt they really are. They will not participate in things. So, again, we have to unlearn some things. That means that you have a new normal that you have to accept. And that's a hard word, acceptance, because I know of one particular woman who lost her husband, and she had an awesome husband. They had been together since they were like kids, 15 years old. And he was a good husband. He was very loving and kind. Now, you may ask, how did I know that? I was able to meet this young man. And I say young, but he was in his 50s, okay? But he was so sweet, a very nice gentleman, had raised good children. And out of nowhere, he was diagnosed with cancer and he died shortly thereafter. And she went through such devastation, she couldn't even bring herself to remove his clothes out of the closet. Uh, just the way things were around the time he passed, they were still that way. Why am I doing that? I'm painting a picture. And now I'm going to shift it to what needs to be done. It's called rewriting your story. Now you have to reframe everything that you do from this point on. And you have to be intentional. It's one thing for someone to tell you what you should do, but they don't give you the tools to make it happen. So for me, and even looking at from a widow and a divorce, it's still like a death. Divorce is like a death, but you're traumatized because that person is still alive. But a person who has passed, there is this period at the end because they will never have the opportunity to live life the way they did. But you have to say to yourself, I got to do something different. I have to get out of this funk. And it's going to take this word right here, community. You need community, support groups. Take up a new hobby. I enjoy line dancing. Now, you may want to crochet or find a group of women that enjoy doing things that you like to do. If you are a widow, get into a support group. And I'm not talking about the type of support that you sit there for, we talking 4 to 6 months talking about, ooh, I know what you mean, girl. Yeah. No, I don't want you to get into a group that is going to say, all right, well, we done went through that. What we going to do about it? Let us all get together. Let's go out to dinner. Oh, I heard there's, a jazz festival. How about we get together? Is 6 o'clock okay? Let us all meet over there. Or if you're in the ministry, hey, we have a support in the church. Let's have a fish fry on a Friday. You have to be intentional and say, I'm not staying here in depression. I bind that spirit. I come out of isolation. I will not sit here and be depressed, looking out the window and afraid to tell people what I'm going through. Don't allow the enemy to muzzle your mouth. Because I know that we have a short amount of time to be on here, but I want to share a quick story. Quick. The time of divorce for me, I was totally blindsided. Was there issues? Yes. But you're never ready when it happens. You're never ready when that word divorce comes. Mm-hmm. You're never ready for any breakup. But it changes your whole entire life. And all you can do sometimes is lay in the bed and cry or become an emotional eater like I did. Or sit in your sadness. And if you're a private person, you're not telling anybody what you're going through. And I'll go as far as to say this, because this is not my part of the story, but I know some people who have gone through this. People who are Christians, who now are going through things behind the scenes. Some of them started drinking again, if they stopped. That wasn't my story. I'm not a drinker, so I'm not talking about that. That's not me. But I'm talking about healthy, new things to do as opposed to the negative things to do.
Yeah.
So if you're going through that process, you have to unlearn some things. You have to reposition your mind. It is a mindset thing. Even the Bible tells us that we have to, transform our minds by the renewing of our minds. We have to get in that place where we understand, one, don't let the devil tell you you're by yourself. And sometimes when you're divorced, you feel ashamed. You feel embarrassed. And there's nothing to be embarrassed about. So get around people who have your answer and get away from those who have your problem. Don't sit in a support group. If you've been there for 3 months and you've moved on mentally, now you're feeling better. Don't stay stuck. Get unstuck. Find your tribe. That's what I would say. All right, Miss Julie. I can't hear you. You're on mute.
I apologize. I didn't want all of that typing. I'm typing in the
Oh,
comments.
you are? Okay.
Find your tribe.
Mhm.
And you will know when you have found your tribe. It's gonna feel right.
Mhm.
You're not gonna question it too much. They're gonna love you and you're gonna love them. It's gonna be, it's almost, I want to say easy almost.
Organic.
Yes, that's the word. Right? And Pastor V talked about on the from the widow's perspective and the divorced woman's perspective. I also want to land here. For those of you who might be watching on the replay or who might be on here now, and you are either going through or have gone through where someone walked away from you without a word.
Woo!
They ghosted you. They deleted you from everything, from Facebook, from YouTube, from You don't have their phone number, anything. I want to say this to you. It's going to stab you in the heart like somebody's sitting there, especially if you had feelings for that person, like with longevity.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to hurt. But the same premise applies. Don't wallow in it. Feel it, because you have to feel it. You have to feel it. You're not a piece of cardboard that you're not designed to not feel. God gave us emotions. The key is to handle how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not trying to find him.
That's right.
You're not trying to find out why they walked away from you and didn't say a word.
Mm.
You're not trying to find out from your friends. Have you seen such and such? Has he called you? Because sometimes it gets really close where your friends know that person too.
Mm-hmm.
You're not trying to tell people to look on social media for you to find out where he's at.
Talk about it.
And then if he does come back, you happen to see that he does come back. It
Mm-hmm.
is not your job, sis, to go scaling through his page. It's not going to help you heal. It is not going to serve you well.
Wow.
And the first time that you see him hugged up with somebody else on his page, it's going to break your heart. It's going to cause all these other additional issues, feelings like jealousy to show up. Don't let the enemy punk you out like that. Don't let him do it.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to feel what you feel when somebody ghosts you and you don't know why,
Mm-hmm.
especially if you know that you haven't done anything to that person, not in word or deed. You got to feel it. But then you have to get to the place where, you know what? Maybe I'm being saved from something. Because if it's that easy for somebody to walk away from you without a word, you were never, you were not right for that person in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Which leads me to say this: you'll never be right for the wrong person, and the wrong person will never be right for you. I'll say it again for those in the back virtually.
Mm-hmm.
You'll never be right for the wrong person, and the wrong person will never be right for you.
You're right about that.
So listen, what
You're
you
right
got to
about
say
that.
about that, sis?
I was gonna say that I think that when we get to a place of the stalking, the constantly checking and wondering what you've done wrong, we're at a place of looking for validation from others.
Mhm.
And I had to, again, it's so many things. I always go back to this, and those that I counsel, they understand this statement that I'm going to make because it's true. We have picked up a lot of bad habits because of our foundation. It could be from, I'm just saying, ethnicity, our morals, our values are all different. And then from the traumas, or everyone has not been molested. It's not, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the norm. Here's like an example. Okay, grandma used to cut the ham in half and put it in the pan and put it in the oven. We've heard that scenario before. And then, somebody else does the same thing, and somebody said, well, why do you cut up the ham and put half? Because grandma used to do that, or mama used to do that. Didn't mean that because the ham back then couldn't fit in the pan, so they would cut it. But now you got a big old pan, and because you've seen this done, you slicing it in half. What am I saying? I am saying that some things that we have learned has really scarred us. And that validation, looking for validation in people, places, and things, it will exhaust you mentally. And then that means that that person is living rent free in your head when they're not even thinking about you. So for
Yeah.
me, I have to say this, and I'll turn it back over to you. This is where, and I don't know, again, some of y'all have probably seen some of my videos, and yesterday was one about you are the occasion. You have to make yourself a priority in this season. You have
Yes.
to.
Say
It
it.
is okay to be, see, let me tell you, I'm gonna go there.
Go there.
In ministry and being a Christian, we use that word servant, and we take that word servant and we drag it. But there is boundaries, and you have to be true to yourself and recognize that you are worth being loved. You are worth
Yes.
that, and even to yourself, to look yourself in the mirror and say, I love me, all of me, flaws and all, quirkiness, whatever that is. And then when you can focus on you, I promise you, you won't be so focused on that situation. Will it come up here and there? But when you remind yourself that you are the
Yes.
prize, you will not worry about that person any longer. It will begin to fade, right? Like that feeling, like I just gotta see him. It's going to dissipate because now you are thinking about her. I'm the prize, and I'm worth loving, and I'm worth waiting for the right person that God wants in my life.
Yes. Yes. You were worth all of it. You, me, and all of the women that are watching this and that will watch this on the replay. You are, I want to let y'all know, and we'll end with this unless you have
No.
something else. Oh, one thing I want to insert here is what I was calling it for the people that you trust, to have a team of people to go to. I call that my accountability team.
Okay.
You are not too old to be accountable.
Mm-hmm.
We're not too old to be accountable. But like Pastor V said, they have to be trusting people that you trust, people that can see, people with some wisdom, and people that are going to tell you, ma'am, tread lightly,
Mm-hmm.
tread lightly. But
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say this, end with this. There's no shortage of good, godly men in the earth.
Mm.
There is not a shortage of good, godly men. Hallelujah. Listen, I will make up a song in a minute. is there is no shortage of good, godly men in the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Stop letting the enemy punk you with that. Please stop letting the enemy punk you with
That's
that,
right.
because it's a lie and it's straight from the pit. There's no shortage in God, not in money, not in men, not in buying a house, not in buying a car, not in becoming wealthy. There is no shortage. What have you decided?
Mm.
Why have you decided that there's a shortage of men, good, godly men in the earth? That's a question you might want to rest with later on tonight. Think about that. Write it in your journal, write it in your notebook, put it in your notes area on your phone. Why why are you thinking that? Who made you think that?
Mm-hmm.
Who are you listening to?
That's right.
Who are you getting wisdom from? Is it wisdom or is it just dirt?
Yes.
Because there's a difference, right?
Uh-huh.
Be mindful of who is in your ear. Again, don't let the enemy punk you. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
listen, this is the first time of us resuming our Authentic Her Fridays. It's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be, I'm gonna be on here. You're gonna be seeing other guests. Um, I wanted to make sure that this first one was done with my sister friend. Okay. I know that you probably, some of you are like, Lord have mercy. They came with the fire tonight. It was, it wasn't no candle. It was a Jesus, it's a fire. Okay.
Yes.
Because real conversations in real time.
Yes.
We no longer have time. Thank you, Ivy. We no longer have time to be messing around and playing around. We don't have time. We're not living in that climate anymore.
No.
Okay? Life is precious.
Mm-hmm.
Live. Get to your place of freedom. Get to your place of wholeness, but you must do the work. The work
Mm-hmm.
is always going to be yours. My
Yes.
work is my work. Pastor V's work is her work.
Oh,
Your
yes.
work is your work. Listen, God ain't gonna do it for you, sis.
Mm-hmm.
But if you keep choosing without being connected or without staying too connected to the vine, it's not gonna go well.
Yes.
It's not going to go well. So I speak encouragement to you. I speak peace to all of you, to those of you who are widows, to those of you who are walking through a divorce or have come out of divorce. There is life after divorce. There is life after grief.
Yes.
And if you need to sit with a counselor, because it's allowed, Jesus and a counselor. Yes.
Yes. And don't forget
Jesus,
the shameless plug
I
too.
see it.
Okay. Because I want you to
Jesus,
forget. Uh-huh.
Jesus, and a counselor. They go together. Okay. That's why he lets them go and get the education that they need. Jesus and a counselor. It's allowed.
Amen.
Okay. So Pastor V and we're putting a shameless plug out. We have written a book called Dating with a Twist. We did it a year and a half ago, I
Yes.
believe.
Yes.
Dating with a Twist from two different perspectives. Um,
Yes.
from her perspective as a woman that was married, and from my perspective as a woman
Mhm.
that is single and walking out my single season.
Yes.
Okay. My entire testimony of how I removed myself from a situationship
Mhm.
is in there. Is in there. Um, yes, it's in there from beginning to end.
Mhm.
And it is my story. It is my story. It is my testimony. I am unashamed
Mm.
because Jesus has healed me. Amen. And
Amen.
Pastor V's testimony is in there from a marital perspective and the things that she had to walk out, the things that she had to learn. Okay. So listen, run on over. Don't walk. Run on over to Amazon. The book is $15. Okay. Get your order in today. Dating with a twist. We did
Woo!
that on purpose. We did that on purpose because we knew that everybody was going to come looking for dating tips and all the things. You're welcome, Tiandra.
Oh,
Go
that's
on over
amazing.
there to Amazon and look for Dating with a Twist. Purchase your copy today, today. And when you purchase it, it's not even a long read. When you
Mm-mm.
purchase it, you're gonna find, oh, I didn't even look at it like that. Oh my God, I really do have to pay attention to da 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 da.
Mhm.
Yes, the enemy is out here to kill, steal, and destroy, and I dare say derail.
Mm.
And if you are not connected to the vine, if you're not connected to the vine, it's not going to go well.
Mhm.
Stay connected to the vine. No matter what it looks like, no matter what it sounds like, stay connected to the vine.
That's right.
Again, Dating with a Twist by myself and Pastor V on Amazon. It is $15. Run over there. Don't walk. Order yours today. Order it for your girlfriends. Order it for those that need it.
I'm gonna
Again,
put it in there.
our testimonies are in there. I'm telling you, I know some of y'all might come and DM me and say, Sister Julie, I didn't know. I didn't know. At every singles conference I've ever had, I've told it. But
Mhm.
see, when freedom comes, you can talk about things.
That's right in there.
Okay.
Let's see.
So
Oops.
is there anything else you want to share?
No, that's it. I just wanted to let you know that I was gonna put it in the group chat, the link.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay. The link is in the group chat. Okay.
Okay.
Again, it's $15. All
Mhm.
right. And it will be shipped directly to you from Amazon.
Link.
We are looking forward to hearing what you guys think and what your takeaways are. You can DM us if you know us personally. You can text us. You can,
So,
drop a post on social media and let us know. Okay. We thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you, Tiandra. Thank you, Sister Brenda Howard. Thank you,
yes.
Ivy, and everybody else that I can't see. And for all of those, and for those of you who will watch on the replay, if you have questions for me, you can drop it in my inbox. If you have questions for Pastor V, you can drop it in her inbox, or you can come to this live
Mhm.
and drop stuff in the comments. It's also over on my page on YouTube. Okay,
Mhm.
at Julie Husbands 3223, I believe it's what it is.
Mhm.
Okay.
Trying to
All right, you guys. Okay, Ivy, check out the book. Grab it, Tiandra, grab it. Ivy, listen, Dating with a Twist.
woo fire.
Twists and turns. Dating with a Twist. So again, it's $15. Run on over to Amazon and grab you a copy. Listen, grab a copy for your friend too, because I
Mhm.
know that we have friends that can use the book. Okay, everybody have a good night and an awesome weekend. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for coming on with me, Pastor V.
You're welcome.
Okay, we're going to hang out here for a second. Good night, y'all.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.